Grand Canyon is one of the most famous national parks in the United States. Whether you're a seasoned hiker and you want to hike along the amazing Bright Angel trailhead, or you'll just happen to stroll along the Rim Trail enjoying all the amazing views the Grand Canyon has got to offer. This year, on February 26th, 2019, the Grand Canyon will celebrate 100 years as a national park. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is James, and if it's the first time to this channel and you want to learn all about Photoshop, Lightroom and everything camera related, start now by subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss anything. Now today guys, I am at the world famous Grand Canyon and I'm going to be showing you 5 best treks, trails and views that you need to see if you ever visit the Grand Canyon. So guys, let's get started. So number 5 on my list is Pima Point. Now this is the very first kind of location that you come across when you first visit the Grand Canyon. So the visitor centre is just behind me where all the parking spaces are, and as soon as you kind of enter on the trails, either you can go left or right, Pima Point is the very first kind of view that you get of the Grand Canyon, and I must say it is really spectacular. Loads of photo opportunities. There is a barrier, but if you go slightly to the left or slightly to the right of the barrier, you've got these open spots which you can peer right down into the canyon. It is a great place to first take photos. So next on my list is Hopi Point. Now this is a great spot to take photos for 2 reasons. First one, it's one of the very few spots you can actually see the Colorado River. And just after Powell Point, this is the first spot you come across that you can actually see the Colorado River from any of the trim trails. Second reason is the amount of angle that you've got of the views. So you've got a full 270 degrees all the way from west to east, which means you can take great sunrise and sunset photos here. So next on my list is the Abyss Point. Now this is an amazing and quite unique spot on the trim trail because it has a large 3,000 foot drop all the way to the bottom of the canyon. It's actually one of the largest drops or vertical drops in the Grand Canyon. So it's really great if you want to take, like for instance, vertical panoramics. I'll put a link in the description of a video of how to take vertical panoramics, but it is just absolutely astonishing. Also, it's a great spot if you're planning on taking any photos of the Colorado River, which is also visible just to my left-hand side, and it is absolutely stunning from this spot. So next on my list is Pima Point. Now this is one of the very last points on the trim trail. There's only Hermit's Point, which is the very last one. This is kind of the penultimate point that you can walk across. You can either get a shuttle here or you can walk. It is a very far walk. So I definitely probably recommend getting the shuttle if you've got a lot of camera equipped with you. But this point is especially good because of how far it is away from the village. It is quite quiet, which is perfect if you don't want any people in your photos or anything like that. But also because how close we are to the Colorado River, you can actually hear the rapids that are literally just 4,000 feet just below us. So you get great shots of pretty much the entire Grand Canyon. It's also a really good spot for sunset and sunrise photos, and it's also a great spot if you want to take photos of the Colorado River, including the rapids section, which is literally just to my left-hand side. It is a lovely, quite scenic, quite unique spot on the trim trail. Bright Angel Trailhead is one of the longest hikes in the Grand Canyon National Park. This hike takes you all the way to the Colorado River, and you can be right down in the base of the Grand Canyon. And right at the end of the hike, you've got an amazing campground where you can stay overnight at the base of the Grand Canyon. And the last place I'd recommend is Yaki Point. Now I especially like this place, firstly because it's fairly quiet. It's one of the last places that you meet on the trim trail, so there isn't a lot of people here. And also, for a second reason, you've got a beautiful kind of angle of the sunset. So the sunset, as you can see, is just setting behind me. That's the time I've chosen to come, and it is absolutely spectacular. You get a beautiful kind of golds and reds, and the red sections of the Grand Canyon, like the rocks, really do light up at this time of day, which is absolutely spectacular. So this is why it is my #1 recommendation if you come to the Grand Canyon. Well, I hope you found that video helpful, guys, on the 5 best places I would say if you ever visit the Grand Canyon. Again, guys, if you want to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, it really does help my channel grow. Also, if you notice any other points or recommendations for anyone else that are visiting the Grand Canyon, always you can write that down in the comments below, because it really does help other people. But until next time, guys, keep creating.